Hey guys, welcome to the channel. My name's Ken. This is going to be a reading for Capricorn for April going into May. All right, so I'm feeling that some of you have been leveling up. Maybe this is doing some healing. Some of you guys are working through your emotions. Some of you guys have learned to set really healthy boundaries in the past, and it's opening up the door for more stable love to come into your life. It feels like some of you guys have reached a really high point when it comes to being spiritually fulfilled, emotionally fulfilled. It feels like it took some work to get to this point, though. Maybe you had to shed some things where you had to cut away things that no longer fit into the concept or the construct you're trying to build. I'm seeing somebody like being really open to working through their emotional space. Somebody that's really exploring all the avenues, all the cracks and crevices. Someone that's being honest with themselves. And because you're making these choices to do the work emotionally, mentally, you're beginning to reap some of the benefits. Some of the seeds that you planted over the last season are starting to grow. For some of you, this is coming to a point where it feels like you're stepping into that role that you're the provider for yourself emotionally, physically, and spiritually. You're not relying on other people. And I'm seeing for some of you, because of the decisions that you made, like doors are opening up that were previously closed to you. The stars are aligning, and it feels like some of you are aligning, just coming into alignment. Some of you are starting to realize like what it is you want to do, or you're starting to get a more narrow version of what it is you want to do. Maybe like you're kind of like honing in on it. It feels like maybe you still don't know exactly what that is. I'm seeing that you have many opportunities and many doors that avenues for you to flourish in. For some of you, this could be starting your own business. For some of you, this could be just taking on another job that you're wanting, a job where you're making more money, maybe a job that gives you more freedom. It looks like freedom's being highlighted. And not just like, physically free. We're talking about like emotionally free. It feels like there's been some baggage that's been shed, some trauma that's been worked through. And I'm seeing you plant some of the seeds that you're planting by doing this emotional work. You're gonna have huge benefits coming up in the future from it. It's almost like you're planting seeds and it's growing into this huge tree that has many branches, and each of the branches representing healed aspects of yourself. And then when we heal those parts of ourself, it opens up other branches. New branches grow from that, and it feels like it's just sprawling out. It feels like an expansive energy. Some of you are learning what peace is and learning how to come to peace with yourself and the world around you. Learning to understand that you can't change others. I'm seeing some of you have healed the relationship with your parents, or some of you will be healing the relationship with your parents. And when I mean healing, I mean like either setting boundaries, walking away, or, fixing the relationship. I am seeing that from the decisions that you've recently made, it's taken you to a place, it's opening the avenue of love in your life. And it feels like a love that's being mirrored back in its full potential. This is an energy that you would entangle with and embrace with, complement each other, grow together. I'm seeing the roots are deep, deep. So this would be like, you know, having a family together, having kids, or helping each other raise each other's kids from a previous relationship. I'm seeing 4 kids, 2 and 2. It would also speak on, you know, the feminine aspect. It also speaks on the feminine aspect and the masculine aspect coming together. And whether this is inside yourself or this is you and another person, another partner. And in every relationship, one of you takes on the more masculine role and one takes on the more feminine role. Or you get to where in the relationship you vibrate on the same frequency and you kind of blend together and the two become one. So I'm seeing that's going to be happening for some of you also. And this is a relationship that's deeply rooted. It's grounded. It feels safe, secure. You're gonna know this is gonna be a different relationship from what you've experienced in the past, because now you're learning how to pick a partner. You know what you're willing to put up with, what you expect, how you expect it for others to show up for you, how you want to show up for others. For some of you, I'm seeing this is like a mother. You're stepping into like a motherly energy. And then I'm seeing that the tower's popping out. So some of you might be going through a tower moment. And this is this is leading you into this transformation. And it feels like you're coming out of the tower moment. Some of you guys might have had something really disruptive happen in your life. There's a relationship. And this could be with your parents. It feels like for some of you, it's a parent energy. And for some of you, it's just a partner, like a karmic partner, karmic relationship that you're stepping away from. Clearing space is what I'm hearing. Yeah, so for some of you, this tower moment is coming from an old relationship. Maybe some of you guys tried to get back into a relationship with somebody from the past, and it didn't work out very well. It feels like it was just about sex. There was nothing deep into it. It wasn't, there was no intimacy. It feels like a very shallow relationship. Feels like some of you guys have seen, and then some of you are going through this right now. So some of you guys are realizing like your worth in the relationship, and you're understanding that you want more, and that to demand more. And again, it's a karmic relationship, so you're definitely being guided to move away from the relationship. Some of you guys have already moved away. So this is also speaking on make sure you're not going back and trying to fix old energy or walking back to old energy like that. Leave things lie in the past. Don't be bringing them into the future. For some of you, this is going to be a slow process because you're working, maybe you guys were with this partner for a long time, and it's going to take some time for you to untangle with an energy. When we get in relationships like that, it takes some time to get to a point where you don't think about them anymore, or they don't pop up in your mind when you have a memory of something you guys did together. So it's going to take some work, and it's going to take some time. All right. And I'm seeing that this is the healing process for you to go through these things, go through these emotions, and understand, what everything about the last relationship and all of your previous relationships. Because what you're going to do is you're going to shed all those old insecurities, those feelings of a low self-worth, things like that. Now, when you go to pick another partner, you're going to be picking it from a space of wisdom and of feeling also an intuition, where you're going to trust yourself and trust your guides. Yeah, you're definitely no communication with your partner that you're coming out of this with. So if you guys are in a relationship and you're getting ready to break up with the partner, make sure you're being mindful not to be in contact with them at all. You need to completely walk away. And then for the ones that have walked away already, make sure that you're not getting back, you're not opening the door, letting them back in, because I'm seeing them try to come back in. Yeah, and so the situation is going to lead you to a place where the Fool's popping out. So this is going to lead you to a place where you're going to be experiencing love in a whole new way, and especially with this coming out with the Libra, the full moon in Libra. The basis is about love. It's about understanding what we want in a partner, or if we even want a partner at all. And I'm seeing that you make the decision, you're going to step into the new energy. You're going to work away from the old relationship. It might take some time, but you are going to get to a place to where you're going to be ready to open up your heart again for love, because it's going to be coming in, because that's what you want. And for some of you, this isn't just a partner. This is like with your kids. This is like some of you might be separated from a child, and this could be, you getting to a place to where you're healed, to where you can allow that relationship to open back up. All right, so for some of you that are going through the Tower moment, it feels like, so the High Priestess is coming out with the Six of Wands in reverse. So this is something's hidden from you right now. Maybe you don't understand. You're not seeing the full scope of like what's going on. Why is this happening to me? Why have I spent all this time with this person and I've wasted time? Or maybe it's something that like has completely caught you off guard. Maybe this is like a partner cheating on you, and you don't know why this is happening to you. So it's going to be revealed to you. You just can't see it right now. You're not looking at it as a victory. You're looking at it as a victim. And make sure you're understanding that this is a learning process, right? So you're meant to learn from this. Try to make sure you're not in that victim mentality of why is this happening to me? I'm never going to be in a relationship again. You don't want to make sure we always keep our heart open to love and not put limitations on ourselves. Yeah, so I'm seeing that the new relationship you got coming in. So I'm seeing it in the near future. There's a wish that's granted, a manifestation that's going to come to fruition. And it's attached to you embody. Here, I'll show you what I'm looking at. So it's coming in like this. So it's when you embody this energy, this is when this is going to come through. Right? Whatever it is you're trying to create, whether this is a new love in your life, whether this is your independence, whether this is financial security, whatever it is that you're looking for, financial stability, you're going to gain this when you embody this energy. All right. So for that to be highlighted, some of you guys have been stuck in like the same energy. Maybe you guys have been in a relationship, or your life has just been the same for a long period of time. And now you're being encouraged to work up the momentum to move yourself through the situation. For some of you guys, I'm looking at you like maybe you have a dog that's getting old. I'm looking at the Fool's dog and the number 9 underneath it, so it feels like it's like end of a cycle. So maybe you guys have a pet that's an older pet that's getting ready to step into the next dimension. God, I'm looking at the Five of Pentacles, and it feels like as you're stepping into this new energy, it's a new, it's like almost like a new perspective on life, because it's something that you haven't done before, or it's something you haven't lived like in a long time. Maybe you're on your own now when you were with a partner, and it just feels different. But I'm seeing that you're looking around at the world, and you're coming to the understanding of what's important to you, like what in your life truly matters to you. And I'm seeing you pull back your energy from people. So maybe you have toxic relationships that are going on in your life, in your world right now. You're definitely being guided to look at all those relationships you have and see which ones are negative and which ones are positive. Because you need to remember that you have an energetic cord attached to everybody in your life. Everybody that you know, and they're either feeding you positive energy or they're feeding you negative energy. And if they're feeding you negative energy, this is going to manifest in negative ways, like bad shit happening in your life. You lose your keys to your car, you fall down some steps. There's a wide range of negative, happenings that come from attachments with people. So it's why it's really important to really be guarded with who you let into your life. Make sure you're setting healthy boundaries, and that's what this is. It's you coming to understanding of your value, your worth. And then we're moving to the Hermit. All right, so you're going to be using your intuition on picking a future partner. Yeah, make sure some of you guys, if you're using divination, get a deck of tarot, or you're using a pendulum, make sure you're getting guidance on picking a future partner, or even if you need a partner, or if you're ready for a partner. Maybe because sometimes when you go through the healing process, you just need to take the time to heal. You don't need to rush into a new relationship, which is the thing that a lot of people do, because they're trying to fill that space, and then that feels empty. But what you need to do is really go inside that space and start to explore yourself. And the more you understand yourself, the stronger your relationships in the future are going to be. Because this is the way I'm seeing it. So this is the new relationship coming up in the future, and you're going to be using everything that you've learned up until this point, looking through the light of wisdom. That's going to help you make it through this next cycle. And again, for some of you, this is a partner, but then some of you, this is just understanding that this is your relationship with your spirit guide, your relationship with the universe. I got you. So yeah, some of you guys are going to really be diving deep off into understanding how the mind works, understanding the spiritual realm. Your spiritual space is going to strengthen. This is also leveling up with your intuition. This is also, infinite wisdom of the chakras. So make sure that you're learning the chakra systems, and that you understand how those energies govern your daily life. And this is also understanding, your past. Looking at, I know sometimes we talk about past lives, and people speak on it from a perspective like this life and then you die. But a lot of times people skip the understanding that in this life you have many lives, right? So you're not the same person that you were 2 years ago when you were working a different job and you were with a certain partner. So even though we're in this life, we live many lives in this one life. Okay, so this is also looking back through those lives and understanding, what you were supposed to learn from those things, what you didn't learn, because the more you go back and reflect, the more you bring your present situation into alignment, and that's what brings it into balance. For some of you guys, this might be a really slow-moving process. Don't rush it. Because everything that you're going through, it's meant to teach you something. So when things feel like it's tough, just make sure you're looking around and you're trying to understand, what am I trying to learn from this, instead of, why me? Why is this happening? For us to expand our consciousness and expand our energy, we have to go inside of ourselves. And a lot of times people, they don't want to do that because it is tough. It is difficult. I'm feeling like some resistance, some hesitancy to look at some of the shadow. Make sure you're looking at your shadow with an open heart and an open mind. This is why tools like tarot are so valuable, because they reflect back the truth instead of, sometimes we lie to ourselves. So we get to see a mirror of ourselves through the tarot. and even in readings like this. All right. So some of you guys are getting ready to go through huge shifts in your life. Huge shifts. And if it hasn't happened yet, it's coming. And for some of you, I'm seeing the white rose as a symbol of like peace, of serenity. So you're cutting off all the chaos, all the fuckery, and stepping into a balanced energy. And this is like an energy that's where you're trying to understand yourself and your place in your reality. I'm looking at the number 13, which is a sacred number, the number of moon cycles in a lunar year. So this is some of you guys, this is what's coming up over the next year of your life. And this is for some of you, this is what's coming out of the last year of your life. All right, I am seeing that some of you guys might be losing a pet. So make sure you're being mindful. Remember, we can always change, readings like this. So this is just you're being guided to be mindful and be more protective of your pets, the quality of time you spend with them, and just the love that you give them. All right, my friends, I'm going to end the reading there. Thank you guys for joining me. If you guys want a personal reading, just shoot me a message. The link is in the description. All right, thank you guys. You guys have an awesome day.